Welcome back to the Onebar and Lupagus show. I am Lupagus, and today it's WrestleMania Saturday, it's WrestleMania Sunday, it's WrestleMania weekend. Boom, for all those who celebrate. We're going to do a video in honor of WrestleMania. Big storyline is Cody Rhodes, the American Nightmare, taking on Roman Reigns and The Rock and the Bloodline. So we're going to look at 5 Bloodline players because this draft is loaded with players who have ties to former NFL legends. The bloodlines run deep in this year's class. We're going to have 5 guys the Vikings could take. Before we do that, this video is brought to you by Happiness. Links in the description for some amazing products like the Ballber Pro trimmer. You can get it for $70. What a deal. It's actually quite a bit off if you use a link in the description. So go ahead, get yourself that. Also, we're doing a big Happy Nuts giveaway as part of our draft tailgate party. So let's hop into it. Let's look at some 5 bloodline players the Vikings could draft. And let's start. Before we start, let's just talk about a couple. I didn't put Marvin Harrison Jr. on here. We're not going to take Marvin Harrison Jr. He's going to go in the top 5. We're not going to trade up and get him. It's not going to happen. Amazing wide receiver prospect, maybe one of the best in the last 10 years, but he ain't going to be a Minnesota Vikings. So that's not going to happen. I didn't put Frank Gore Jr. on here because, I don't know, he might be a 7th-round pick. He might be undrafted, but I do like Frank Gore Jr. Nice East-West Shrine performance. Not quite his dad, doesn't have the power or the size, but he's speedy, shifty. I think he can be a 3-down back. So I didn't put those 2 on here, but let's talk about the guys I did put on here. Let's start with Brendan Rice. Yes, he is the son of wide receiving legend. Some call him the best in the game. I don't. I think that's Randy Moss. But Jerry Rice is his dad. It's kind of weird. He had 12 touchdowns last season, but not a lot of yardage. Just 1,821 in his career, which makes you kind of, I don't know, it's a little bit curious. He's 6'2", 208. He did run a little bit faster at the combine. I think he had like a low 4.5, which some people thought he was going to run slower. He can go deep, and he's a great, great hands catcher, which isn't a surprise, being the son of Jerry frickin' Rice. Why would you not want him on the Minnesota Vikings? He would be fantastic. I think the 4th round somewhere is where he goes. So pick 108, was it 129? We have one of those could be Brendan Rice territory. And here's the guy I put on here. I don't even know if he gets to the Vikings. The Onebar seems to think it's going to happen more than I do, but Michigan defensive tackle Chris Jenkins. I didn't even realize this till yesterday. He's the son of defensive tackle Chris Jenkins of the Carolina Panthers. I just thought it was the same name. I've fallen for that before where I thought it was the son of somebody, but Chris Jenkins is the son of Chris Jenkins. So that is something. He's just a top-notch run defender. This dude is slippery. He's quick. He's got power. He's greasy. 113 total tackles, 8.5 for a loss, 4.5 sacks in his career. Question, can he get to 108? I'll be hoping and praying he can, because I think he can be that guy that we need. The fiery, explosive player on our D-line we just don't have right now. Chris Jenkins could be that as that 5-tech, as that end. Kick him inside. We go 4-man on the front. I think he would be fantastic. I think he's a 2nd-round pick, and then maybe tend to ask in a 2nd round, but I think that's where he goes. So Chris Jenkins would be fantastic. Let's jump down to Jeremiah Trotter Jr., Clemson linebacker. He's the son, obviously, of Eagles linebacker Jeremiah Trotter. He's a little undersized, 6 foot, 228, and our friends at Hack City, Joe DeLeon and Ryan Roberts, not overly nice to Jeremiah Trotter Jr. They just said he doesn't really do anything well, but the production's there. Like, you look at his production, 192 total tackles, 29.5 tackles for a loss, 13 sacks, 4 interceptions. I mean, the production is really through the roof, but can that 6 foot, 228 frame hold up at the next level? That's my question. And then he's a bit of a guesser. Sometimes he just flies in. He also, coverage, he really struggles with who he's supposed to cover, what he's supposed to do, what his assignment is. So Jeremiah Trotter, I think he's a day 3 pick, somewhere between rounds 4 and 7 is where he goes, but it would still be cool having Jeremiah Trotter Jr. on the Vikings. Let's go to my boy. The guy I draft every single time we do a mock draft on the show. Talking about Luke McCaffrey, the son of Ed, the brother of Christian. Dude makes the tough catches. That's what he does. Like, he'll have a guy on top of him. He'll reach out with one arm. He'll catch it in the corner of the end zone. He's quick. He's shifty. He's got great hands. He's just the ideal slot receiver. You draft him, maybe round 5. he's Brandon Powell's backup as a rookie, and then he takes over. Maybe he takes over by week 6. Who knows? I don't think you can ignore the bloodlines when it comes to the McCaffrey line. Like, that is a very strong line. And if I'm going to draft somebody, if I'm thinking about between Luke McCaffrey and some other dude, let's say Jacob Collins from Arizona, I'm like, I'm going to go with the guy who's got the bloodlines, because that does mean something. I really think it does mean something. So I'm going to go Luke McCaffrey. So he's definitely on my list. I'd love to see him in purple. That would be absolutely fantastic. Let's go with the last one. Jonah Ellis. He has the most bloodlines of anybody on this list. He is the son of Luther Ellis, a longtime Detroit Lion, brother of Christian. He's a linebacker currently with the Patriots, who the Vikings actually signed as an undrafted free agent a couple years ago. His brother Caden is a linebacker for the Saints, and his brother Noah is a D tackle for the Eagles. I love Jonah Ellis. He's super undersized, 6'2", 248. So, I mean, what his role is going to be at the next level, situational pass rusher. That's all he's going to be. He ain't going to do anything against the run. That's not what he's going to do. He's too damn small. That's fine. He can be a situational pass rusher, get you 6 to 10 sacks a year. That is a role that has value in the NFL. He's very explosive. He just jumps off the ball, off the snap. 12 sacks last season, 16 tackles for a loss. Jonah frickin' Ellis. Yes. All right, those are 5 bloodline prospects the Vikings could draft. Let me know if you got some more in the comments. There's tons of them this year. It seems like more than normal. Let me know if you're watching WrestleMania this weekend. Who's going to win? I can't wait to find out. I'm going to watch. I'm definitely watching Final Four on one TV, WrestleMania and the other. All right, guys. And more importantly than anything else, keep your skull in your hole. Ooh, yeah.